Welcome back to the channel. Guess what we're doing today? You already read the description. Again, with the door handle. I almost sold the truck because of this problem right here. Now, I've done one of these door handles before on the channel. I think it was this back door. Maybe it was the inner on this. It was the inner on this door. Well, I was trying to put the plow on the truck and the door wouldn't open. I opened it to get in it, started the truck, moved it forward towards the plow. I wanted to go get out, I couldn't get out. I wanted to try to get in, I couldn't get in. An unfortunate turn of events happened that day. I have no idea. It's still on there, so maybe it's all right. But this is the biggest concern right now, and we're going to jump right into this video and see if we can get this thing fixed for another 3 months, and then we'll do it again. Maybe I'll do it on camera or off camera, but let's go ahead and get started. We're going to open the door, we're going to get the door panel off so we can get to these bolts. This one's a little bent, but it'll come back around. And then I got to put the latch back in here, the rod actually, because somebody got a little aggressive with it, ripped the rod out. But I found it laying in the snow, so hopefully it's not broken and we can just pop this back in place where it needs to go on the latch. And then this is the old door handle piece. We'll go ahead and just take that off. And now we got our rod. Our rod's a little bent, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get it straight and we're gonna put this thing back together, I hope. So let's jump right into it. That's how I gotta open the doors. Here's your door panel, the famous door panel of GM work truck. So there's 10mm bolts, there's 2 here, 1 here, and then there's 2 here. My truck only has like 3 or 2 holding it, so I think there's 1 here and 1 here. And then we'll take this door panel off. We got to get the cable off the inside of this. I'll show you how to do that. I've already showed it. I take little pieces, or they're kind of bent needle noses like this. Get down there behind the cable, pop that out, pull the door panel off. And then we'll do the bolts, 10mm bolts to hold the outside door handle on. And then we'll put the new one on, put the rod back in. We'll probably put the rod back in first and then put the door handle on and then yada yada. So let's grab 10mm. Okay. Pop your beauty covers off. Use your favorite tool, your knife. Pop this off. Pop this one off. Be gentle with this door handle because who knows how long it's got left in this world. Put those in there. We'll pop this off. 10mm here, nice and tight it wasn't. There's only 1 in there on my truck, so go ahead and that's good enough. There's none in there, and there's 1 right here. There's that. We'll go ahead and pop your switches off here. Pop that off. Unplug all these connections. Each one only fits one way, so you can't mix them up. Some of them are trickier than others. Oh, you break the whole switch to your mirrors. That's nice. And it's fixed. Now that that's out of the way, pull your door panel up and out. Oh, don't forget your corner piece. How could I forget? Okay, pop this up and out. That'll get your cable exposed. I grabbed those needle noses I was talking about. Of course, I can't find the needle noses I was talking about, so we'll just use the old traditional style needle noses. And I'll show you once I get this off, because it's better to get the camera in there and show you what I'm actually doing. Okay, door panel's off. So on this cable you have two little tabs, and you squeeze those together and then pull it out through, and then your ball comes out. After that, this thing out of the way, vapor barrier, your bolts, well, there's where your door handle would be. In there. Yeah, so there's a bolt in there through that little hole under that rod. There you go. And then your other bolt is right there. Okay, 10 millimeters. We'll get the job done. Socket. The whole thing's turning because there's no door handle there. We'll grab needle noses, try to hold it. Okay, that fell down the door. There's your piece off the old door handle. And then this guy, an extension for that one. And there you go. So now this next part you guys probably won't have to do, but I'm gonna put the rod back in and see how tricky that's gonna be. Okay, not tricky at all. I'll show you. This damn foam. Okay. So that hole right there is where that rod comes down through. So we're gonna try to get the rod down through there. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to show you if I set the GoPro up like this or not. Can you see anything? You can kind of see. See if we can get that rod back in there. great GM quality right there. Okay, the rod's back on. Is it all the way on though? Probably gonna have to bend that a little straighter if we want things to work right. This is for your keyhole or your door lock, which I don't know where mine's at now because I chucked it across the yard. But at least the latch will open. So let's try bending that thing straight. I should have done that when I was out, but you know me by now. Okay, there's that. We'll grab our new door handle. I should probably go and try to find my lock so I can put the lock back in so I don't just have an empty hole. Let me go out in the yard and see if I can find it. I found it laying in the snow, but I don't know where the rod's supposed to hook onto. I'm just going to put it back in there for looks, and just say if I ever sell the truck, which it's getting dang close, I'll just say, door lock don't work. Okay, now we can put our key slot. Not sure which way it goes. Like this. Something like that. Or does it go like this? Definitely goes like that. And just snaps into place. Now I'm sure you're going to have another piece on here that, unless that just hangs over the side, which I highly doubt. But anyway, we can get this back on there. So when you open the door, when you pull on this, it pushes down on that rod. And I think this piece always breaks right there. But it looks good when they're new. So we'll put our key lock back inside. Just tuck it away. We'll put our latch on here. Well, what happened? I don't want to break the new one right when I try to put it on. This needs to be flipped around. Was I being a dummy again? Probably. That's how it should be. Unless we're going to spin this way. There. We'll put our two nuts back on. Or bolts, I should say. And see if everything works. I did drop one in the door though, and I don't know where it went. Probably fell down into Narnia. Like my dad always said, if they make this metal any thinner, you could see through it. Get our trusty magnet on a stick and see if we can go fishing. Nope. Definitely fell. Oh, I bet it got caught right up here. Yep. There it is. Okay, now we can gently and ever so carefully put our bolts back in. You wouldn't believe it, but that little piece of metal that is on the outside that screws to is bent out a little bit. So we're going to give it a little persuasion to get it back in there. So we're going to just give it a little tap. Yeah, that looks great. A couple more door handles and that'll be broken too. Well, the little clip that holds that door lock in came off when I popped the door handle off, and now it just fell deep inside the door on the outer skin, so we're not gonna put that back on. Not that it matters anyway, right? That looks better. When you put the door handle in, you kind of twist it up and then slide it over. See if we can retrieve our bolt. There's our bolt. Now let's see if it seals up a little better. Oopsie, I'm sorry, didn't mean to kick you. Ah, we drop it again. Isn't this fun? This is the joys of GM doors. Where did it go this time? Fall down into the door? Okay, I guess the door handle gets one bolt then, huh? Yeah, one bolt will hold it on there. I'm sure it will never break again. I just need to go to like GM dealer and get just 50 of these 10 millimeters since you drop all of them in the door. We're gonna put this one right here. Where did that other bolt go? Oh, yeah, we need the other bolt. If I could find the dang thing. Where did it go? Not much to these doors. Not a lot of room for it to go anywhere, but I guess it did find Narnia after all. Where it went, you know? I'm going to lose sleep over this tonight. Now, where'd my magnet go? Harbor Freight saves the day. They got bolt assortment kits that I bought, and this is for the door handle. So I went ahead and grabbed more for the door handle. This is a 6x1 is what this is. I don't know the length. I don't know, 1 inch. Those ones are like 1/2 inch. But I do have these ones that are the same thread pitch, and we'll put a washer on it and see if we can tighten it up. I wonder if it's the same head size. It's even the same head size. Would you look at that? Can I get my hand in there? What was that? Somehow the bolt just reappeared. The bolt's back. Only when you go get new bolts, the bolt reappears. But try to put this one in by hand so we don't drop it again. Okay, the bolt's in the hole. We still got a little bit of a gap, but I don't care at this point. Let's see if the door opens, shall we? Oh, that's nice. I like how the lock is just bouncing around inside the handle, but okay, now we can put this lovely piece of machinery back together. Disclaimer, I'm a big GM fan. I've owned GM trucks my entire life, through high school, through my adult life, going to work. I've owned GM trucks. I don't like this truck because of the doors. This stuff is so freaking thin. All back together. Now I've got new bolts. Make sure these are lined up, because if these aren't lined up, then, yeah, see, like that clip. It's supposed to be right there, but it likes to move around. Then this is supposed to be over here. Don't forget to put, oh, see, I almost forgot. Don't forget your cable. Done that before, believe me. Inside door handle, because this one broke. So the replacement kit comes with screws. The screws don't work worth a damn. Some have washers, some don't. Then they send you a whole tube of soup glue that I used on this thing to secure it to the door panel. Isn't that cool? Anyway, let's put this back on and just forget about it. First thing you want to do is plug your cable in. You gotta contort your body in such a way that that's back on. Feed up your wiring harness for your buttons and switches and everything else. Then you hang your door panel. And then make sure all these kind of line up. Kind of line up. These have never lined up since I've owned the truck. I don't know why. There it goes. Now, since we found bolts that fit, I'm going to try to get that one in there. That little thing dropped down. Smaller. Now can I get this in there while holding that up? Let's see. Hey, we got it. Nice. So I can put two in this, because you really want two here, because when you pull the door closed, you don't pull the door panel off. You know what I'm saying? You guys still following along? Get this one in there. Take our new bolts. That one's in. We put our switches back on. Pop the mirror switch back in, see if that'll never work again. window switches. This weird one with a bunch of corrosion on it. I'm sure that's fine. This one. There's that. Grab our handle, get confused on which way it goes. Get it on the first try. That's going to break soon. The inside one I just replaced. So let's put this back on, get confused, flip it around, try it this way, and there it goes. There's that. Even though this is broke, we'll put that back on, so it makes everybody happy. There. Now, can I get out of the truck now? Let's see. Okay. Can I still open it? Yes, I can. It's out of frame, but you get the point. Okay, now we can put our beauty trims back on because we would hate people to see these bolts. There's one. There's two. Look at this inside door handle. It is not long for this world, look. That's going to conclude this video, okay? Now, you guys didn't get to see the fun I had trying to get this truck over to drop the plow because my wire for the plow mount had come out of its butt connector, and I did not do the butt connector. It was a heat shrink butt connector, which is a really nice one, but it came out, and then I was trying to figure out why isn't the plow going up? Why isn't the controller turning on? And I'm tracing the wire, found it had pulled out of the butt connector, so then I had to cut and put a new butt connector on before I could even get the truck over there because the blade was down, and I needed it up so I could move it over there to put the blade down to get it off the truck to pull it in the garage. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope and pray you guys enjoyed it, and maybe, just maybe, be a subscriber and give me a like. But if not, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. That's going to do it for this video. We'll see you in 3 months when we do it again on another door.